Scottsdale, Arizona, the golf mecca. World-class courses, sunshine almost year-round, and a reputation for legendary golf vacations. But how much does a trip like this actually cost? Today we're breaking it all down, from the flights and the green fees to the lodging and the food, so you know exactly what to budget for before you book. What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going into a Scottsdale golf trip. Now I'm sure like many of you, our golf trips start in the group chat, but taking it out of the group chat, making it a reality, usually takes that one guy to book the tee times, to book the Airbnb or hotel, to get the airplane tickets. And that sounds daunting, but it isn't that bad. I was that guy for my group, and that's why we're making this video, so that way I can make this a little bit easier on you guys and make your golf trip an absolute legendary one. So if you guys get any information out of this, or if you guys have been on a Scottsdale trip and have something to add, please let me know down in the comments below. Please be sure to hit that like button, and as always, smash that subscribe button. I appreciate you guys dearly for that. All right, before we get into the main part of the video, I want to give you the details on what our trip was. So for our trip, we had 4 people, which was myself and 3 of my buddies. We flew from St. Louis to Phoenix, Arizona. We stayed 4 nights and 5 days at an Airbnb and played a total of 6 rounds of golf in that time frame. Now here's the big kicker and the determining factor on how much money you're actually going to spend on this: the dates you pick for your trip. Now I know that sounds silly, but Scottsdale does have an off season, and wouldn't you know it, it's the middle of summer. Now is it hot? Yes. It's very hot. Is it manageable? Yes. A lot of the courses we played at gave out fresh towels, wet towels, gave out free water bottles. It's very manageable and can save you hundreds of dollars, maybe even thousands. Obviously their peak season is more in the spring around the Waste Management Open, but I'm telling you right now, if you can stand the heat, book yourself a summer trip. All right, first up is getting there. Again, like I said, we flew from St. Louis to Scottsdale. The round trips did cost us around $350 because we flew American Airlines. Obviously you guys can cut that cost down by going with a different airline. And when we got to Phoenix, we had a rental the entire time. This will save you on booking an Uber or a Lyft, and on top of that too, make sure you get one that can fit all of your golf clubs in it. All right, the next section of this video is going to be the lodging. Now like myself, I'm sure a lot of you have hotel points, but Airbnbs are just the better option. Having all the homies in one house makes the trip a better experience. Plus most Airbnbs have barbecue grills, they have full kitchens, everything you need. That way you're not eating out as much too. Like the first night we got there, we literally went to Walmart, put together money. I think it was like $200 to $300 and bought groceries for that weekend. Of course, have some extra DoorDash money just in case you start throwing back a couple and start craving pizza, wings, you know, the occasional ice cream or Dairy Queen trip. It's all on the table, so make sure you have the extra money just in case that happens. Now going back to the Airbnb side of things, I was lucky enough to have an amazing, loving wife that paid for the Airbnb because it was my 30th birthday. Now the cost of Airbnbs, depending on what you're looking for, can cost between $1,000 to $3,000. I would say at the max for 4 people. Now obviously if you got that cheddar cheese to spend on the trip, you can get way higher level Airbnbs and make it even more of an experience. For 4 people, the Airbnb we got, which I will have the link down in the description below, was perfect. It had a pool, it had a really nice barbecue area. The house was perfect size for 4 people. Honestly, we could have fit a lot more in there if we wanted to. And the host was super nice, even allowing us in an hour early. My last reason of picking an Airbnb as well, when you have those late nights and those early tee times, having everybody in one house really helps on making it to those tee times. Because if you're in a hotel, you're chasing down room numbers, banging on doors, trying to get your buddies up. When being in the Airbnb, you're all waking up, you're knocking on doors if somebody's sleeping in. We really didn't have that issue, but it's just the safer route to make it to your tee times on time. Now, this is the main reason why you guys are here, and in this section, we're gonna be talking about the actual golf. I'm sure you guys wanna know where we played, how much it cost, and how was the quality of the golf. So starting off with the night that we arrived in Scottsdale around 2 p.m. We got to the Airbnb at 3 p.m. Again, they let us in early. Got all of our bags stacked away, everything put away. I got all my camera stuff and everything, start charging it because we had a tee time for the grass clippings night golf. Now, if you guys haven't played grass clippings, it is a par 3 night course. Obviously open up during the day, but we wanted the experience of playing night golf in Arizona. We ended up doing a video, and if you guys want to check that one out, it'll also be down in the description below. But it was a fun experience. Getting into booking the tee times, you have to book the tee times 2 weeks in advance. That's all they really give you. I think you can email them to get an earlier booking. The tee time for us during the summer, it was $67, and the course was in pretty great shape. Pretty fast greens, nice grass. They were working on a couple tee boxes, so some of them we were having to hit off of a mat. Not a big deal in my opinion, but overall worth the experience. All right, the next day we had a tee time at TPC Scottsdale. We played at the Champions course because the stadium course is closed during this time period. That is the only thing that sucks about it, but the Champions course was absolutely amazing. And here is why you book in the summer, and I know this is gonna sound crazy. Range balls included, green fees, everything else, $75 to play at TPC. I know that's crazy. That's what it was. We paid $75. We played 18 holes. Range balls were included. They were amazing. They cleaned the clubs. Obviously, have some extra cash on you because you're gonna want to go get some stuff from the pro shop. You're gonna want to tip the guys that are working the carts and cleaning your clubs and everything. The course was in amazing shape, and if you want to watch the round of us playing that course, it'll also be down in the description below. Now, it was pretty hot, so after that, we were a little exhausted. We still had another tee time that exact same day after we finished the 18 holes. What we decided to kind of do is just play a scramble. Less strenuous, less time consuming. It just worked out better. So what we were doing is playing in the morning, 18 holes, stroke play, you know, doing our thing, and then going and playing in the evening, more of a scramble, having fun, throwing back drinks, that type of thing. So the next tee time that we had that same day was at the Greyhawk Golf Club. Now, Greyhawk is famous for its NCAA championships out there on the Talon course, I think it is, or the Raptor course, I can't really remember. But amazing golf course. I mean, the views, the greens, the grass, everything was amazing. Very tight golf course though. If you miss your tee shot, you miss your tee shot, and it's really bad. Greyhawk ended up costing $108, and I'm pretty sure we were on the Talon course. But regardless, amazing golf course. Now, the next morning, we ended up playing at Troon North Golf Club. And if you know anything about Troon golf clubs, they are immaculate. We ended up doing some filming on this course as well, so if you want to check out that, it'll be in the description below. Troon North was obviously the most expensive. You'll understand when you get there. You drive up, load your bags off, they take them around back, put them on the carts, clean them up, do everything for you. Amazing place, amazing staff, and a really cool pro shop. Troon North ended up costing $167 to play, but the views that you get out there and the golf course itself makes up for that price. And plus, during peak season, it's almost $425 to play there. Again, why wouldn't you just deal with the heat? It's a dry heat anyways. That was all we kind of had for that day. Troon North did take it out on us. But for the last day of golf, we had an early tee time for Talking Stick Golf Club. Now, Talking Stick Golf Club is part of the Talking Stick Resort. It's got golf, it's got the casino, it's got the lodging, it's got it all. Amazing staff at Talking Stick, a really nice place. The only thing I have an issue with is that they have a maximum 4-hour round. No matter what, you have to finish within the 4 hours. There's always a marshal coming around pushing people. We did get the film out there. We got it done, I would say, within that 4 hours. But we were being pushed the entire time. Like when we got to the turn, one of our guys had to go, take a deuce, and he could barely even do that. He did that, and we had a marshal telling us that we were holding up people, and there was nobody behind us. So that's the only thing I could say about Talking Stick. Amazing place, amazing golf course. We played, I think it was the Pinnacle course. It was nice. It was a great time. I just didn't really think that the whole marshal pushing people was that big of a deal. I mean, we couldn't even stop and get drinks from the cart girl. We had to ask her if it was okay to get drinks because we're getting pushed the entire time. And lastly, Talking Stick ended up being $140. Again, maybe not worth the entire price of the $140. I would have much rather played 18 holes stroke play at this next course we played at. The last course that we played at was Weekapaug Golf Club. Now, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly or not, but this course was stunning. As soon as we got out of the car and looked up towards the clubhouse and the golf club and everything else like that, this place was stunning. Amazing pro shop, amazing people at the starts. The course itself was insane with the views and everything else that you got out there. The greens were very nice, and also there was barely anybody out there. We had the course basically to ourselves. Plus, this one only cost $80 to play, and like I said, I wish we would have just played here in the morning and then played at the Talking Stick or played somewhere else. Again, not hating on Talking Stick, just the whole 4-hour maximum, just that's without stopping is crazy. Okay, with all those courses that I just talked to you guys about, the entire price of playing all those rounds was around $640. And that is the reason I'm telling you to book it in the summer. If you can deal with the heat, you can budget this and make this trip happen. Like, if you want to go peak season, go for it. But what I'm trying to tell you is that playing True North at $435 for a green fee, that right there, it's almost 2/3 of the entire cost that we paid, and we played 6 courses. So to me, it's honestly a no-brainer, but it's up to you. It's your budget, whatever you guys want to do. I'm just trying to give you guys the best options for the cheapest price. Finishing out this video are a couple tips for saving some money. Obviously, getting groceries like we did and then cooking the food at the Airbnb, that's huge. You'll save a crap ton of money. Another thing, if you don't want to go the Airbnb route, is looking for a stay and play type packaging. I know Golf Breaks does them all the time. There's a bunch of other companies out there that do them, but looking for those type of stay, play, you know, eat type packages, like resort packages, that could also save you a lot of money. Looking at twilight tea times is another good one too. Obviously during the summer, it gets dark somewhat fast over there, you know, teeing off at like 2 and 3 p.m. and scrambling and barely finishing before getting dark. So that's something also to think about. And lastly, like I've been saying in the entire video, booking in the summer can save you hundreds, almost thousands of dollars on golf and the stay. I mean, it's their off season, so why not take advantage of it? All in all, booking the summer trip with the flights costing $350, the lodging technically costing me nothing, but if we were gonna book a $2,000 Airbnb, that would be about $500 per person. The golf, $637, and I'm gonna say $200 for food. That's a little over budgeting, but you would rather be over budgeting than not budgeting at all. Also, if you're really looking forward to it, there's a couple casinos as well, so maybe an extra $200, making a total grand price of $1,600 to $1,800 for this Scottsdale trip. So there you have it, a real look at the price of a Scottsdale golf trip. Now, whether you're balling on a budget or going the luxury route, now you have the actual numbers to plan with. If you guys have any questions on whether the pricing, the stay, the golf, or anything else like that, any help that I can give you guys, please be sure to ask it down in the comments below. And as always, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.